What kind of atrocity did this woman experience? Her face and part of her body were left totally disfigured because of a brutal incident that nobody saw coming.
What's the
Send the
problem?
police! Send the police!
What's the problem there?
This story begins with a chimpanzee named Travis, who in 1995 was rescued from a sanctuary in Missouri by the Harold family. Travis was raised like a human, and he hung out with people from a young age. The primate was a very good boy. But nature can't be changed. Soon, his friendly behavior would turn him into a television star. Travis was featured in commercials and TV shows, and although he showed some signs of what would happen later, he was still widely loved in the local community. However, that scenario would radically change.
Please hurry! Please, please hurry!
One day in 2009, this chimpanzee took the car keys from his owner and left the house, so the woman asked her friend Charla for help. The latter and Travis had met each other before, as she had worked with the Harolds previously, so nothing could predict the atrocity that was about to take place. Now, there are a couple of revealing details that need to be clarified. Charla arrived at the Harolds' house with a hairstyle and a car different from what she usually used, so it's very likely that Travis did not recognize her at first. And although it cannot justify the atrocity Charla experienced that day when she grabbed Travis's favorite toy to guide him inside the house, Travis snapped. When the chimpanzee saw that Charla had the stuffed animal, he immediately lashed out at her, hitting her and punching her in the face. The woman couldn't do much against a muscular animal weighing nearly 100 kilos, so Travis's mother had to attack him with a sharp object. But Travis didn't stop, and his owner, assuming that her friend had already passed away, called 911.
He ripped her apart?
I can't come to the place. I can't come here.
No, just breathe, okay? I'm gonna stay with you on the phone until they get there.
When authorities arrived, the chimpanzee was still very agitated, and upon opening the door of the police car, one of the officers fired his gun 4 times at Travis, who passed away minutes later. Charla survived, but she was so severely injured that the medical personnel that checked on her had to receive mental help afterward. The woman lost her nose, eyelids, lips, the bone structure of her face, and 9 fingers of her hands, in addition to her sight. And when she showed her face for the first time after the accident, the brutality of the attack became evident. In fact, this episode impacted U.S. pet ownership legislation, and primates were added to the list of wild species whose domestication is now banned. This only leaves us with one lesson. No matter how well behaved they are, wild animals will always be wild. And that's why they should never live as pets. Remember, always be eager to know more.